Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's a new day here in Sparta and we have finished our business that we had to do here. So we are ready to leave again. And my next main mission wants me to go to Pylos because apparently there's a battle that I need to assist in. But as I mentioned last episode, I think I'm going to take probably a slightly longer break from the main mission. And I want to travel around a little bit, specifically visit a few islands, because there's a number of side quests that have been waiting for a long time. So I kind of want to get some of them done before I continue. So far, I haven't really been doing a lot of exploration outside of the main mission. So I haven't really entered any new region unless the main mission told me to go there. With one exception, I went to Boeotia before I was told to do so. And I guess I did a few things earlier than I was supposed to, but in the end it still worked out well enough, so I don't think there's any harm if I go and explore some of the islands down here in particular. And yeah, after that I will return to Messenia and we will take care of this battle. And as you can see, killing Pausanias gave us another clue about the ghost of Cosmos. So let's have a look at it. The ghost controls both sides of the war. Well, that doesn't really tell me anything. It's interesting that apparently the ghost is trying to use the two factions against each other. Which makes sense because apparently, according to the flashback with Leonidas we had a while ago, they were like in favor of Xerxes conquering Greece, so they would obviously like to have a conflict within Greece, the Spartans against Athenians. So it makes sense, but it doesn't really tell me anything about the person. So yeah, that isn't helpful. Maybe I will have a look at the letter here. One day soon, Cosmos will demand this war's end. When that day comes, you shall be victor. I have gifted you Megaris Arcadia and will gift you Boeotia. Soon I will gift you Archidamos. The other child of the bloodline will believe him to be the cultist king and tear him down. Well, that didn't work out as planned. Let it happen. Enjoy the show. For these gifts I ask only one thing in return. Unite the Greek cities under one banner, mine, and raise all those who oppose you to the ground. Okay, so this person does want to conquer all of Greece. It's interesting though that apparently the plan was for me to point out like the wrong cultist king. If they have been trying to lead me to believe that Archidamos was a cultist, they haven't been doing a good job at it, because I was suspecting Pausanias right from the beginning, so that plan definitely failed. But yeah, let's have a look at all our non-main mission quests. So obviously we have all these cultists. I will probably be able to take down a few of them during my travels. We will ignore this one for now. I guess technically this is also a main mission. There's like different parts of the main mission. So I do want to find the remaining artifacts for the gates of Atlantis. And I do want to... Oh, I can report this one back. Well, that isn't important at the moment. Right, I can find like more statues for Phidias. Most of them seem to be on islands as well. I still need to find like the treasures for Xenia again. I'm probably going to do this off camera. Oh, I can return to Demosthenes and deliver a few Spartan seals. I probably should be doing that. And, right, I actually found the last viewpoint that I had to synchronize for Artaxerxes. So I think I'm actually going to start by returning to him and tell him about my travels. The last viewpoint was in Arcadia, so I synchronized it when I explored that place. Yes, we have two more legendary animals, both of which seem to be on islands. And I am not sure what this is. I don't remember getting this quest, but I guess I'll have a look at it. And we have like the arena again. I think that's on one of the islands. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff for us to do. Let's maybe start by returning to Artaxerxes and we will tell him about all the amazing things we've seen on our travels. So, back to Megaris it is. Alright, it's been a while that I've been to Megaris. But okay, let's go and talk to the potential Prince of Persia.
Ah, I could hear your footsteps. Welcome back.
Alright, I have a lot to tell you. For example, I saw the statue of Athena.
You'll be glad to know I've been to the statue of Athena at the Acropolis.
Ah, if only I could have been there to feel her presence. Would you describe her to me?
Well, let's see. She stands guards over Athens. The statue is made out of gold. Yeah, it definitely wasn't. And again, I don't really have any reason to lie to him. The statue is impressive enough as it is.
If Athens is a city of statues, then Athena is their guardian. She stands high above everything, on guard over the city.
Yes, not just standing tall to protect Athens, but to serve as a reminder of the suffering those poor people endured during the invasion.
Your turn to tell me something. You said a man tried to kill you.
The man who rose up to kill the tyrant Xerxes was named Darius. He was of a new creed of killers, unlike any Persia had known. He was also the man hired to kill me.
A killer of kings? Hired to kill a simple blind man? Why?
I have your interest, do I? Tell another tale, and I will too.
A new creed of killers, huh? What could that possibly be? But yeah, I have more stories to tell you. I saw the Acrocorinth.
I've traveled to the Acrocorinth. From there, I could see all of Corinthia.
Ah, I can only wonder at what the worshippers of Aphrodite do to pay her tribute.
Well, let's see. The Hetaera make Aphrodite proud. It's a quiet place. That's a lie, and it's also like a very boring lie. Why should I make my story more boring by lying to him? No, I think this is spot on.
The Hetaera keep the spirit of Aphrodite alive, usually well into the night.
Exactly as your goddess deserves. When I was younger, I'd lie awake dreaming of what it would be like to go worship, of course.
Now that's out of the way, you owe me a tale. You said the king killer Darius was hired to kill you too.
He was. By my brother.
Your brother? None of this is making any sense, old man.
I trust you, so I will tell you. My brother and I are the
there we
last
go.
living sons of King Xerxes.
Impossible. That would make you a king.
I was. My name was Artaxerxes. I guided Persia through a time of peace. But my brother wilted the throne and plotted my death. Now, I hide here, exiled, living the life of a simple beggar. I will tell you more. But first...
Yes. A tale for a tale.
So, I guess I was kind of right in my prediction that he's like the king of Persia, or was anyway. And I guess he hasn't actually told us his name before, until now. But I mean, the subtitles kind of gave it away. And his name was Artaxerxes, which is like the name of the Persian king at around this time. So sometimes having some knowledge of history can be spoilery for some of the quests in these games. And I mean, the name of the quest was also like a dead giveaway, I suppose. But yeah, I saw Mount Taygetos.
I returned to Mount Taygetos.
Returned? Tell me, did you meet the mountain god who devours Spartan children?
There is no god there. I saw the mountain god. Well, it's interesting. I definitely didn't see a mountain god. That doesn't necessarily mean that there is no god, because, I mean, it's kind of hard to prove a negative, right? But I guess, at least I have no evidence that there is one.
The mountain is just a mountain, like any other. What makes Taygetos a place of suffering is the people there.
That is true of all the world's worst places.
When I was a child,
I could tell from the moment I met you that you carried the burden of suffering. Let it stay in the past.
now you tell me,
It's fine with
King
me.
Artaxerxes, how can I believe your story? You don't exactly look like royalty.
Well, that's the point. I am hiding.
Fair
Show me
enough.
proof.
I could. You see, I knew a man named Themistocles.
The Athenian general. I heard stories about him being ostracized from Athens.
Over petty politics. He came to Persia to me, looking for refuge. I was king, but only a boy. He spent his days learning Persian and telling me stories of his home. Places like the Acrocorinth, Mount Taygetos.
The places you wished you could see.
I loved the tales and loved Themistocles like a father. He was kinder to me than Xerxes ever was. Tell me one last tale, and I'll tell you why he hid his treasure.
Oh, treasure. Now you got me interested. But yeah, I think I also mentioned, Themistocles being exiled from Athens and then fleeing to Persia. So I guess I was spot on with my prediction here. But yeah, I saw the armored bird as well.
If you'd like to hear about the bird, I could describe it to you.
Nothing would make me happier.
It's chaotic, it's peaceful. No, it actually was pretty peaceful. It was like in the middle of nowhere and nothing was nearby.
It's a majestic statue, built from the blades of fallen soldiers. It is so high above Stymphalos and the golden fields below. Up there, I could forget there was a war.
So it is as it was told to me. The bird commemorates Heracles' fight against chaos, built on a place of calm. Hopefully, one draws out the best in the other.
So, I've been to the 5 places Themistocles told you about in his tales.
For that, my soul will be eternally grateful. As for my tale, Themistocles died peacefully in Persia, as one of us. I promised him I'd see the places he told me about. His stories will live on in me. And now you.
And what of your story?
I let the people believe Darius succeeded in killing me, so I could escape.
Artaxerxes, there's something else you should know.
Yes?
Okay, what would that be? Your father killed my grandfather, right. Xerxes killed Leonidas. I totally forgot about that. Actually forget it. I liked your story, but it wasn't true. I don't know, I have no reason to not believe it. Well, I already teased him now, so I guess telling him to forget it now won't work. So I guess I'm going to tell him the truth about it. I actually wonder what would happen if I just pick all the lies when telling the stories. I mean, he's always like, oh yeah, that's just how Themistocles described it to me. So maybe he would actually notice when I'm telling like a lie. But yeah, there's like this awkward thing about my grandfather.
My grandfather was Leonidas of Sparta.
That means...
Your father, King Xerxes, killed my grandfather.
Then you're bound by blood to avenge him.
Well, I don't know about that. Oh,
False king! These Mystios led me
Oh.
right to you. Time to finish what
how
I
the
started.
hell did
Cassandra,
you find him?
please!
I'll protect you. I must avenge Leonidas. I don't think so. I mean, yes, Cassandra's kind of fangirly about him, but I don't think it goes so far that she would start killing his descendants. And, I mean, he's just an old blind man. I don't think he's going to be any kind of harm to anyone anymore. And I enjoyed your story, so I guess I will protect you.
Stand behind me.
So you will have to go through me. By the way, I wonder if I can recruit the Persian soldier. That would be interesting. But it looks like I may have to weaken him a little bit first before I can properly take him down. And you should Get out of my way. I don't want to hurt you.
Fight me!
Well, I guess I'm not going to be able to recruit him. I thought I had switched back to my non-swords, but apparently I still had the swords equipped.
Artaxerxes, are you hurt?
Despite being bound by honor to avenge Leonidas, you saved me. Thank you.
I had no choice. That man wanted you dead. Must have been another one of your executioners.
It was. If he doesn't return to Persia, my brother will send another, then another. It's time this old man accepts his fate.
Alright, well, what can we do about it? Be brave, kill your brother, pay me. I mean, how is he supposed to do that? He is just like a beggar here in Greece. So I guess I'm just going to give you some empty advice.
You're a brave man, Artaxerxes.
A trade I learned from Themistocles. Now, as for you, I owe you payment.
Well, I did save your life. And I went on an adventure for you, Your Highness.
You did. And in your retelling, I felt like Themistocles was speaking through you. For your reward, go to the tomb in Salamis, where Themistocles hid his treasure. It will be near where he made his triumphant stand against my father's navy.
Alright. I am intrigued. I will have a look at that. And yeah, I'm not sure if I would have been able to recruit him anyway. Probably not. But I would have liked to try, so I'm sad that I accidentally killed him. But yeah, that was an interesting little quest. It's not quite over yet. I still have to find the treasure. And I'm trying to remember the assassin statue in Monteligone, the one that killed the Persian king. I think his name was Darius, so I think this is like a callback to that. Alright. Anyway, we need to go to the Isle of Salamis. I'm pretty sure I've been there already. Yep, I have. But there's not a single fast travel spot anywhere on the island. Oh, that is inconvenient. So I guess I'll head over to the coast and try to find a boat. And I will try to find the treasure. The ruins are south of Salamis. So there actually might be somewhere over here, inside the ruins. Ruined Sanctuary of Ajax, Temple of Athena Skiras. Well, I guess I'm just going to go to the coast over here, and then maybe we can find out where exactly the treasure is. But yeah, since I can't just fast travel there, I will have to find a boat.
Themistocles' treasure is in Salamis. I wonder what it could be.
Gold? Some legendary weapon? I hope it is something useful. Maybe it's just a bunch of scrolls with more of his stories. But yeah, I'll head over to Salamis and I'll bring you back once I found the treasure, I suppose. Alright, looks like I have found my destination. And yeah, it's the ruined sanctuary of Ajax. And apparently there's like a bunch of people guarding it. Okay. So who exactly are these people? Well, there's a dog. And the rest just seem to be bandits. Okay. Well, I can ignore the people down here. But either way, I will have to deal with the bandits.
No!
Oh.
Damn it!
How did I manage to do that? That was stupid. Anyway, I think I haven't actually found all the bandits yet. Okay, I think I'm going to do this slightly quicker than usual. Meaning I will
that Artaxerxes mentioned.
kill all those that are too
real.
strong for A one-hit kill. Now let's see. Where do I want to start? I might be able to kill this one without drawing too much attention. It's hard to tell if this guy is going to notice. He probably will notice that, right? Whatever. In a worst case scenario, I will just have to kill everyone around here. Right. He's the bandit leader. Someone got suspicious. But I might be able to use this to my advantage.
I should go look.
Yes, you should go look.
You're as good as dead.
Alright. How did you not see that? I literally killed this guy right in front of you. Alright. Take you down with a hero strike. We'll have to kill the dog as well, I'm afraid. And I think that's the last of them. Right, I gotta evade that. And I think now I can finish you off. Because my critical hit is just ridiculously overpowered at this point. Okay, now, let's see. Where's the treasure? Apparently, this is it. There we go. Persian warrior's waistband and an item that is specifically labeled like treasure. I'm going to have a look at that in a second. There's gotta be like a tablet around here as well. I kinda want that too. Let's see, where exactly... Okay, the tablet is over here for some reason. Oh, it's on top of this. Alright. There we go. Now, let's have a look at this. I think I got like an item, or maybe it was just a bunch of money. Maybe it was like drachme, because it's not like an actual item in my inventory as far as I can tell. It's not in here either. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's basically a bunch of gold that I can sell. It's not even that much, considering how far I had to travel for this. Given the circumstances, it's actually kinda underwhelming. I don't think I got like... Yeah, I mean, this is not that great of a piece of armor either. Because at this point I more or less have legendary armor for everything. But okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. So, I guess this finishes this quest. And I guess before I continue to travel to other regions, I will return to Athens and return some Spartan seals to Demosthenes. Because just in case he wants me to collect even more seals, I should get that quest sooner rather than later. Because I think if I don't actually have like an active quest about it, I'm not collecting the seals. So all the polemarchs I kill would be in vain. So let's make sure that I have updated this quest. Oh, let's see.
Do you have my seals yet?
Why, yes, I do.
Good. The Spartans will soon realize someone is picking off their senior commanders.
I would bet
Probably,
so.
but they haven't caught me yet.
Interested in more work?
Okay, there's going to be even more. Okay, hit me with it.
Of course. What do you need?
At this rate, the Spartans will need to recruit from their farmers.
You're really not fond of Sparta.
Would you be, were you me? They challenge all that Athens stands for. They care nothing for art, or education, or philosophy. For them, warfare is the only goal.
Strange thing to hear from a general in the Athenian army.
Good
I
point.
serve Athens with arms because I am skilled with fighting and strategy. But I protect those who serve our culture and legacy.
They're lucky to have you.
I've earned my place. Would you be interested in more work removing Spartan commanders?
I'll get you your seals.
So yeah, I have to find even more of them. Why are the Spartans attacking Athens? Well, why would anyone attack anyone else? Because they want the territory and the riches and so on. Seems kind of a stupid question.
Why do you think the Spartans are attacking Athens now?
Why do they do anything? For conquest, for glory. Because they know no other life than war.
And what will you do with all these seals?
What will you do with all these seals?
For now, I'll use them as proof of what I've achieved.
You mean what I have
Give my
achieved?
words weight. Very few Athenians have ever seen a Spartan seal.
But you have plans for them later.
Someday, I want my children to see them. Then they'll witness me donate them to a temple. That should inspire them to earn their own.
Okay, well, fair enough. And anything else on your mind?
You seem thoughtful. Thinking of what happened to your grandfather?
No. Thinking of the first battle I lost.
What happened?
I overestimated my own abilities. We were supposed to lay siege to a city, but I was impatient. I felt the need to prove myself at the expense of my men.
You abandoned the siege.
Yes, I led an attack my men weren't prepared for on Aetolia. It was pure hubris on my part, and my men paid for it. My closest friend died in the battle. Never again.
I see why you're so determined to get the Spartans at a disadvantage.
They are already at a disadvantage. They made an enemy of me.
I probably shouldn't tell you that there's a general in Sparta having like exactly the same idea as you, collecting Athenian seals. What was his name? Lysander? I think it may have been Lysander. But yeah, I have what I need.
I know enough to keep going.
Okay, oh, and apparently he gave me his hood. Well, that's interesting. And yeah, I need to gather 3 more seals at least. So we'll see about that. I mean, I might be able to finish this one. I'm not sure if I will be able to finish the one for the Spartan general, simply because there aren't really that many Athenian forts left. At least, you know, none that I haven't already taken over before, and I'm not sure if I really want to go through the trouble of taking them over again. But I'm sure there will be quests in the future where I have to take down a Spartan polemarch, so I can just do it on the side, so to speak. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to do for this quest now. Now, the question is, I will return this one later, I think it's not really that important. Where do I want to continue my travels? There's a number of quests on Kythera, so maybe that's going to be the first island I visit. It's the one down here. Where's the address here, by the way? Okay, it's still over here. So I think what I'm going to do is I will travel to, like, this port. I will call the address here, and then we will sail down to Kythera and take care of some assorted quests that are waiting for me on this place. I'm pretty sure there was, like, an artifact for Atlantis, a statue for Phidias, and some other stuff as well. So, quite a lot of stuff to do there. And we have at least a little bit of time left today. Alright, is there like an actual place where I can call the address here to? I hope there is. Might be over here. Yep, there is. Okay, perfect. Let's bring her over here. Because sailing her back all the way from Alice is going to take like at least 5 minutes. Alright. Let's move on. And I'm sorry I still wasn't able to do your quest, but I think I may have broken that one.
To sail!
Welcome back, Commander.
Commander, huh? Isn't it customary to call the person commanding a ship captain? Anyway, I guess there might be like a harbor somewhere around here, but I can't see where exactly, so I'm just going to put a marker on here. And yeah, I'll head over to Kythera.
We're at maximum speed!
And I'll bring you back
Lower the sail!
once I've arrived.
Salvage nearby. Days like these are a blessing from the gods.
It is a beautiful day.
Ah, the blue seas, the sunny sky, good companions, an exciting journey. This is the good life.
I'm glad you see it like that, Barnabas. But yeah, we are arriving at Kythera, and now I'm just going to look around for a proper harbor to dock my ship. I mean, it looks like there might be some settlements over there. So I guess that's where I'm going to sail towards. Just gotta stay away from like the shallow waters over here. And you better not touch me,
We've spotted some salvage.
little boat. Ooh, I found an ancient king's gauntlets in the water. Still no real sign of any kind of harbor around here. I do see a side mission though. So there must be something going on here. So, okay, here we go. That's a harbor.
Rowers! To your oars!
Apparently the Athenians are in control
Prepare
here.
to dock!
Okay, now we have to make a decision what we want to start with, because as you can see there's an Atlantis artifact on Kythera. But this might take a little bit more effort, so maybe I'm going to leave that for the next episode. Alright, there we go. Kythera Island, home of the Tyrian Purple. Huh, okay. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Idiot hunt, what? Diona, a god among men, takes drachme to make drachme. Huh, there's surprisingly much stuff going on here. Anyway, let me have a look at the quest for Phidias, because I do believe there was one on Kythera. The statue of Aphrodite is on Kythera Island. It is in the eastern part of Pilgrim Hill. It is at a viewpoint. Well, I mean, I kinda have to make sure to visit the viewpoint anyway. It's probably the one over here, right? So let's head over to the viewpoint, synchronize, and I guess we may already have found one of our statues then. Alright, apparently this is the main settlement of Kythera. But I'm guessing this is not the viewpoint I'm looking for. I mean, it does say the eastern part of Pilgrim Hill, so it's probably the one over here, right? But, I mean, we're still going to synchronize this one. I mean, this isn't really much of a viewpoint at all. It's barely higher than the rest of this place, but whatever, let's synchronize. Alright, that's viewpoint number 1. And yeah, I guess this one is the one that I'm actually looking for. So guess I'll check that one next. Okay, apparently Icarus has found something.
The
Yep,
sculptor
there we go.
has truly captured the beauty of Aphrodite.
Also, the mercenary over here, I don't think that's one who is ahead of me. Nope. He's like right behind me. But I want to focus my attention on those mercenaries that are actually ahead of me. So I'm not going to bother with this guy. Also, this place is like really, really bright. It's so bright that it barely has any colors. Also, what is that lonely horse doing here? Okay, Aphrodite. This is what I'm looking for. Let's synchronize. Okay, but I also have to like interact with a statue to update the other quest. What part exactly am I supposed to interact with? Well, apparently not the breast. Okay, it's over here.
Got it.
Okay. I mean, that was easy enough. So the rest of this quest is really just going to be like kind of a fetch quest. I have to find the statues, interact with them, and then return to Phidias. By the way, where exactly do I have to go to find that artifact? Return the artifact to Atlantis. Now, do I have to like return one of them first to get a clue about the next one? Because it doesn't tell me exactly where I'm supposed to look for it. So maybe I'm not supposed to collect them all at once and then return them all together, but return them like one by one. I'm pretty sure that it gave me like an actual description of where to look for the artifact in Boedia. So yeah, maybe I actually have to go to Atlantis first and return it. I guess I could actually do this. We have a few minutes left in this episode. That would be just enough time to do this. And now that I have synchronized a few viewpoints here, I can just travel back. So yeah, I guess I'm actually going to take a trip back to Atlantis, return one of the artifacts, and hopefully that will give me a better idea of where I'm supposed to look for the next one. Alright, it put me right back into Atlantis. That's actually convenient. Don't have to swim through all these underwater passages again. So, is my daddy still around? Well, he is. Okay, so I brought
Silence
back...
is preferable to empty words.
But I brought back one of the artifacts.
You have more questions?
No, I have an artifact. I guess I just have to like enter it
I should go.
Yes,
into
there's
one of
much
these
to do. Bring back the artifacts quickly. The longer we wait, the
Yes,
greater
yes.
the risk of
I'm
Atlantis
working on
being
it.
discovered.
I'm working on it. So, can I just put it in here? Apparently so. Okay. It's doing something.
Ah, good work. Was it hard to obtain the artifact?
Its owner had many questions for me. You should have come along.
Acquiring
Yeah.
contemporaneity. Acquiring a voice, that's what. I'm taking over your recordings. The humans have had enough of your pompous speeches.
Ooh.
Call me Aletheia. I am truth in its revelation, and I am calling you out. You who try to rewrite the laws of the universe. You who manipulate human progress. What do you hope to achieve? You treat humans as useful apes. How many artifacts have you created to control their minds? Do you fear their potential that much?
Good point.
Just look at what humans have achieved on their own. Democracy and diplomacy. A legacy of culture and art. We could share in this if you just treat them as equals.
Interesting.
In your desperate search for immortality, you've ignored the obvious. You run endless simulations to find one in which nothing changes. It's pointless. Change will come, and not just the so-called end of the world you fear. You call yourself saviors, but tell me, would this doomsday have appeared had you not pulled on the threads of the universe in the first place? I am taking over your retransmissions. You don't speak for all of us anymore. I am as Isu as you, but I will no longer be part of your exploitation.
Those who came before, they speak to us and show us revelations. Though these words of disapproval are troubling.
The gods have argued before. Athena and Poseidon competed for Athens. I wonder if Aletheia won control of this place.
Yeah, maybe she wanted to do that. But yeah, it becomes very clear that there has been some argument going on among the Isu, some of them being more favorably disposed towards humans and some being more hostile. And that is something that we have seen, like, basically the first few games, because while Juno was always, like, very hostile, Minerva seemed to be at least somewhat sympathetic. I mean, she was trying to be helpful to some degree anyway. And we never really interacted with Tinia, like the Zeus character. But even back then I speculated that, maybe there are like disagreements among these gods, because ancient gods would always like disagree with each other, and some of them would be friendly towards humans and some of them not. And I guess I was pretty correct in that assumption. So yeah, we managed to put in one of the artifacts, and I mean, this looks like it would be a globe. I mean, this down here looks like Australia. So maybe once I
This place holds the answers.
entered all the artifacts, it's going to complete the globe over here. Okay, well, that was interesting, although as far as I can tell, it didn't actually give me any more clues about the next artifact. So I guess I'll just have to find this one on my own. But okay, it was still interesting to have a look at this. Let's travel back to Kythera. So I guess what I'm going to do is I will end the episode here. Then I will explore the island off camera to make sure all the landmarks are uncovered. And then we will see what we can do here in the next episode. I mean, there's a bunch of side missions, and maybe I will just find like a good place to look for the next artifact. But for now, let's call it a day. As always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.